In general, we observe that animals help people. However, in this video, we'll show you the people who save the lives of animals at their most difficult moments. Some tanks are kept warm so that the water does not freeze. Birds can be expected to try to drink water from these tanks. However, this bird got its feet wet while drinking water, so its feet are frozen from the cold on the pole where he is trying to drink water, just like children holding their tongues to the stick in the cold. In this clip, the bird must be quite lucky that someone who can save it comes right away and tries to warm it with her hand. But he understands that this is not working and makes sense to blow hot air to her feet. The shark, which approaches the shore to hunt seagulls, does not realize that it has gone a little too long and hit the beach. This shark, seen by people on the beach near Chatham, Massachusetts, is tied to the rope boat and returned to its home water, thanks to the harbor manager and beachgoers after people reported. This elephant, wandering among the holes formed in Botswana, suddenly finds itself in one of them. One of the people who come across this also thinks it will be thirsty and give it water first. Then he realizes that the elephant cannot escape from this hole alone. He wants to help from people around it. A story of salvation begins, in which the elephant will be strained and suffered from his weight. One helpful person comes to the rescue of the elephant by tying a chain to his vehicle. This elephant, who will die from lack of water, is returning to life thanks to people. A cute dog is suffering from cardiac arrest next to its owner. The owner initially puts his ear in his mouth to find out if he's breathing. Then a guy gives CPR to the dog. I wish I had a veterinarian friend who knew how to do heart massage in such a situation. In such cases, it's essential to stay calm. Thank God, for the man's CPR works and brings the dog back to life. Seeing the joy of the owner of the dog made the man giving CPR quite proud. Somebody found a dog adhering to the not yet dried rubber found in Nangkon Naok, Thailand. The workers couldn't imagine stray dogs sticking here. The dog, which stepped on this sticky asphalt with only its mouth out, could not get out in time. The people there knew they couldn't get into the rubber because they would stick themselves if they did. That's why they decided to remove the dog with sticky rubber, help with the scoops on the dozers. The medical teams who came there first soaked the dog with gasoline oil to not damage the skin, so the sticky rubber became more comfortable to remove. This rescue process continued for precisely 2 hours. The dog, named Molly, continues his healthy life free of rubber. Molly would have had a painful death if no one had found it. This unlucky squirrel climbs on one of the electric poles and gets electrocuted, causing a terrible explosion. People that see it go like the superhero and decide to give this animal enough CPR to return to life. Although they lost hope that it would return to life, they continued to have heart massage. Heart massages eventually bring the poor squirrel back to life. Such well-meaning people deserve thanks. As you can see, the squirrel, which moves like a lightning bolt when it returns to life, returns to nature again. It looks quite happy. In Russia, where even the water you drop from a particular height freezes until it falls on the ground, a poor cat has the idea of sleeping under a car because it's warm. However, the car's engine heat melted the snow above the cat. In the morning, people found this cat stuck to the asphalt. The process of removing the cat from the ground started with melting the asphalt with hot water. This process worked, after which the cat, which was taken to the veterinarian, was able to continue its healthy life. Later, with the help of classmates who found the cat's mistress was found. Dolphins can be found quite ordinary by the beach. This is a lousy situation for dolphins, but it is quite common, as you can see from the photos. The Benguela dolphin, hitting a beachside in Namibia, must have been very lucky that it was carried back to the water thanks to the tour guide Nod Dreyer from Pelican Point Kayaking. Once back in the water, the dolphin seems to be moving on happily. This phenomenon is very common among male deer. Two stags collide their antlers and show power for a female deer. Unfortunately, one of these deer dies as a result of the incident. In the incident in this clip, one of the male deer kills the other and then gets caught in the dead deer's antlers. The antlers of the dead deer had to be dislodged as the antlers were attached to each other. The two benevolent people who observed this event are preventing the other deer from dying by removing the antlers of the dead deer.
Alright guys.
Faced with the Australian desert's cold, this Spinifex hopping mouse is frozen over a night with the cold. A helpful person sees this mouse and helps him come back to life thanks to the warmth inside his car. After it warms up, it comes back to life and keeps it a little warmer by wrapping it. If you were these people, would you do the same things they did? Please share with us what you want to do differently in the comments.